Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're doing kind of, I guess, like a continuation in this topic. If you haven't heard, recently there's been a lot of drama on Twitch, and I guess realistically the internet in general about copyright laws and DMCA takedowns and what you're allowed to watch on like a Twitch stream and what you're not allowed to watch. For example, a lot of major streamers on the Twitch platform, part of their content is to essentially like watch a copyrighted TV series or like an anime or a movie or something like that, and they don't really react to it, they don't really add anything to it, they more or less just play the entire movie. It's like 90% of the screen, they pause it very occasionally maybe to throw in some input or to like go to the bathroom or something like that. A lot of the time it's just them eating lunch or like scrolling through their phone or reading comments or something like that they're actually doing that is supposedly making the content transformative, but obviously this is not legal. This is copyright infringement. I mean, you can't just fucking load up all the Harry Potter movies on stream and just watch them all the way through and do nothing to actually make it different content. Essentially, these people are doing the same shit that like Cracked Streams and all these other websites do, that like stream live sports events for free, where they'll just take someone else's content played in its entirety and circumvent the entire payment process to actually legally watch that show or movie or whatever. And recently it's led to some pretty high profile bans on the platform. Obviously, Pokimane is probably the most popular one at this point, but she faced, I believe, a temporary ban on Twitch for watching Naruto or some other anime, and it kind of lit the whole Twitch community on fire, right? Like, everyone was jumping in to give their opinion on this. I mean, we had people like Hassan come in and openly defend copyright infringement and watching this shit on stream as long as nobody found out or whatever, right? Or as long as these companies didn't react, it was okay, you know, but obviously this is the real world, and these companies that own these billion-dollar IPs are gonna be fucking reacting when someone is streaming it to 57,000 people live concurrently on Twitch, right? So unfortunately, this is still an ongoing issue. It's an ongoing drama, right? And it seems like people are more or less trying to defend what's going on now. They're calling it the TV meta. This is what's funny to me, man. The idea that these guys can just like sit down at their TV and watch fucking Dragon Ball Z for 70 episodes, right, is apparently a meta on Twitch. It's literally referred to as the TV meta. On YouTube, it's called copyright infringement because anytime that the bots on the website detect that you're doing something like this, they just block the video or monetize it on behalf of the creators or something like that, right? Like, there's not really that many ways to get around this kind of shit on YouTube and other websites like that. But on Twitch, this has been a little bit more freeballed over time, right? Like, they haven't really done as much, and they also haven't faced as many repercussions as, like, YouTube has for things like this. If you didn't know, all the way back in 2007, Viacom sued Google and YouTube for $1 billion due to copyright infringement because basically there were content of theirs being uploaded to YouTube, and they were trying to like blame YouTube obviously for hosting the content and whatnot and allowing people to find it on their website. For my knowledge, Twitch has not had one of these major moments yet. It is a little bit newer company than YouTube is, and this has kind of gone under the radar for a long time, but we're getting to that point where it's starting to get mainstream coverage, and we're starting to see the legal threats kind of roll in, and we're seeing what can actually happen kind of go down. And Twitch streamers apparently just don't give a shit, right? Like, they think that what they're doing isn't wrong. They think that they're gonna be able to get away with it. And it's getting to the point where they're more or less fucking asking for it, right? They're more or less asking for these big companies and studios to come crack down on their platform and just make the whole website harder to use. And this has all kind of come to, I guess, another boiling point when another massive Twitch streamer has recently been banned from the platform after streaming, I believe it was Death Note. You may or may not know who Disguised Toast is, but he recently was banned, I believe yesterday. I think these bans, by the way, are temporary, especially because these are major creators on the platform. I cannot see them permanently banning like Disguised Toast or like Pokimane or any of these people, but Disguised Toast has been banned from Twitch after streaming Death Note anime, threatening the viability of the TV meta. Okay, let's go ahead and discuss something here real quick. There simply is no such thing as the TV meta. Like, Twitch streamers, they keep referring to them watching this shit as, oh, it's just a meta on Twitch, bro. Like, you know, you could just watch fucking Gordon Ramsay for 3 hours and that's the new meta, bro. It's funny to me that all of the metas that come out on Twitch are complete fucking dog shit trends, right? Like, you know, now we have the TV meta where these people are trying to defend basic and blatant copyright infringement, right? And thinking that they're gonna get away with that. Like 6 months ago, the meta was to basically get half naked, pucker your butthole through a one piece in a fucking bathtub full of Orbeez and toys while people donated you $7,000 for being hot. So, like, it's just crazy to me that all of the metas on Twitch just are somehow so fucking degenerate-based, but, I mean, I digress, man, I digress. I'll back off on that point, but it's funny to me because people are trying to use, like, the disguised toast example as like, some sort of example of standing up for the platform, right? As, like, defending Twitch, man. I've seen two completely different arguments from people defending this guy for doing it, and I want to go ahead and say, I don't think these people are horrible fucking human beings for this, right? I feel like most of them just don't understand the copyright infringement laws. I feel like most of them, they've never really faced consequences like, say, I have for something like this. On YouTube, you just can't get away with shit like this, man. Like, they find a way to get you for it. You're either giving up all the fucking revenue on that video to the copyright holders, which can total into the hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. If it were these guys, it would probably be thousands of dollars that were going on these streams to fucking content, you know, creators that made these anime and whatnot. But on their platform, that's just not how it is, man. So, like, I feel like they just have, like, an almost biased perspective on how this shit actually gets handled. I mean, here on YouTube, we've been dealing with this for the better part of fucking 20 years now, right? Literally my entire career, there's been benchmarks in place to make sure this shit doesn't happen. But it's a little bit more understandable for these people to be a little bit more naive about it when they don't get hit as hard and this is their first time really stepping into these fucking waters. But it's really just common sense, man. Like, it honestly is. You can look these fucking laws up and understand them in like 5 minutes, at least on a basic principle, enough to not get banned off Twitch. So I really don't give them that much leeway. So, people, to kind of circle back, people have defended disguised toast in two different ways. On one hand, people are saying, oh, he's pointing out how blatant the bullshit is on Twitch, man. By streaming that Death Note anime and getting banned, he's now exposed how Twitch really handles their creators when it comes to these issues, how Twitch won't stand behind their creators and actually fucking do something to make sure that they can make the content that they want, which obviously that doesn't make sense because the law is the fucking law. You can't just get around that, you know? But then on the other hand, there's people defending him by saying, oh, nah, bro, he's pointing out the hypocrisy. He's really trying to help Twitch. See, what he did was actually a really noble sacrifice. He knew he was going to get banned, so he streamed it on repeat until he got banned to help take down the Twitch TV meta by exposing that this can be a problem, right? By bringing public attention to the issue so these studios and Twitch will crack down on the problem. Well, in my opinion, neither of these make sense, and let me talk about why here. So first, obviously, he's not doing this to defend Twitch, right? Like, that doesn't even make any fucking sense. If anything, he's putting the whole platform in even more of the headlights here. Considering he's a big streamer, considering him getting banned is going to get covered by mainstream outlets. Yeah, he's bringing attention to the issue, right, by getting himself banned, sure, but he's not doing it for, you know, the fucking benefit of all these creators who are trying to do this shit. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you get yourself banned and bring all this public attention to a meta that you can benefit from, or that you think all these other creators should be benefiting from, if you know that all it's going to do is crack down on it harder, okay? So that's where we pivot to the second defense here. Getting yourself banned off of Twitch as a noble cause to, I guess, bring awareness to the issue of the TV meta makes literally no fucking sense considering everybody already knows about it. Literally one of the biggest streamers of all time, Pokimane, just got banned a couple days ago for it. It was trending news on Twitter. Everyone fucking covered it. Like, it's already well known what's going on. And Twitch has already had these problems before. I'm pretty sure there was a DMCA issue like months ago that's kind of gotten blown to the wayside here and kind of ignored by most people. And with that in mind, right, like, I don't understand how this is a noble sacrifice, right? Like, yeah, he knew what was going to happen. He knew he was going to get banned, right? But everyone knows that that's the new way that this is going, right? Like, the TV meta is already coming to a fucking close because everyone already realizes it doesn't make sense. But yet you have these Twitch streamers who are apparently blatantly doing this on purpose to fucking make an example of themselves, and they're being treated as if like they fucking got shot by bank robbers so the police could come in and apprehend them, right? Like, no, that's not what the fuck happened here.
Yes, where was all this energy when Toast was watching 150 episodes of Naruto while literally sleeping on stream? Where was all this energy at? I watched 3 hours of content. The internet loses its mind. Toast had literally a library of one of the most distributed anime in America. That's from Japan. Naruto, for like 150 episodes, and nobody blinks an eye. I watch 5 episodes, and the internet is having a fucking seizure.
So XQC's point here also doesn't make sense, right? So he's basically saying that, like, you know, nobody really gave a fuck about him doing this stuff, or like these big creators doing these things, aka watching these fucking shows. No one cared until recently, and no one is willing to really call out the other channels doing it. And in fact, he actually directly points out This Guy's Toast is one of these people doing it. Which this defense doesn't make sense either, because it's essentially just saying, hey, I know I'm in the fucking wrong, but here's all these other people in the wrong for doing it too. Why don't they get punished? Essentially, he's snitching. That's what he's doing. He's fucking tattletaling, which is funny because the other big streamers like Hassan, they openly said, stop fucking snitching, bro. Like, that's the way we can keep doing this. This is our way to the promised land of this fucking meta, man. Don't snitch. But then you got XQC out here fucking tattletaling on everybody, which isn't even a fucking good defense in the first place. Like, imagine you commit a crime, right? Like, you and your friend, I don't know, you fucking break into a house. I guess it's an extreme example, but just for the sake of argument here, you and your friend break into a fucking house, right? You get arrested by the police for breaking and entering and burglary and all this other shit. Do you think the police are gonna let you go, or they're gonna just fucking turn a blind eye because you say, well, my friend did it too? Well, I mean, it wasn't just me. Like, that's not a fucking defense, bro. Like, you're obviously violating copyright. You know, you're fucking breaking the rules of what can be done. Rules that everyone else has to abide by on other platforms, might I add. And then just pointing at other people and blaming them. Hey, he does it too. Good. Then fucking get him too, okay? Then he deserves to face consequences too. It's not about whether or not, you know, someone else is doing it. It's about whether or not it's okay to do it in the fucking first place. And it really isn't. You can sit here and say, oh, these companies are worth billions, bro. These companies are worth billions. Do you think that the animators on these shows are making fucking billions of dollars? Do you really? You really think the people fucking working 12 hours a day to provide these movies and these fucking cartoons, doing the fucking dirty work of it to make, you know, 60, 80, $100,000? You think they appreciate the fact that you can fucking eat a 20-piece McNugget on stream in front of 80,000 people and make their fucking career earnings in a week? You know, like, no, obviously that doesn't make any fucking sense. So it doesn't matter who's doing it, right? Like, if you are doing it, you deserve to face the repercussions of it. And the same thing goes for me, man. If I went on Twitch tomorrow and I streamed the entirety of the fucking Lethal Weapon series or something, right? And I got banned off of Twitch, I would not go to Twitter to be fucking crying and complaining that I got banned. At this point, these streamers are simply just asking for it. They're literally begging for Twitch and these massive companies to come for them. Instead of just willfully fucking abiding by the rules that are in place, the laws that have been in place since like the 1990s, might I add. These are not recent fucking laws that just got made up on a whim. These have been around, they're established. It doesn't matter to them, right? Like, if fucking Hassan gets banned off of Twitch permanently, he's gonna be fine. He's a multi-millionaire, okay? Fucking Pokimane, if she gets banned permanently, she's a multi-millionaire. It's fine. These people can afford to flirt with the fucking rules and risk the whole platform facing a massive crackdown so Twitch doesn't go defunct from all the lawsuits tomorrow, right? It's cool for them to do that. This Guy's Toast can afford a 3-day break, but do you know how many Twitch streamers there are out there that can't afford that? That do this shit for a living and whatnot, and, you know, they're gonna face all these tougher fucking crackdowns and rules and shit because all of these big streamers want to make a fucking point and want to play hero? Yeah, and if small streamers are doing the same shit, yeah, they deserve to face the same fucking rule punishments that these big streamers would too. But the problem is that they fucking won't, because they never do on any platform. People on Twitch who are small streamers often face way harsher repercussions for more innocent things than larger streamers do. This has been pointed out for years. But that doesn't fucking matter to them, you know? The streamer making 30 grand a year, barely making ends meet, feeding his family, now has to worry that Twitch is gonna crack down even harder and harder and harder about pretty much everything now because these big streamers wanna fucking flirt with the rule book here. On YouTube, you know, the community oftentimes, like, you're taught to think, like, well, how could this affect smaller creators? But it seems like on Twitch, these people just don't give a fuck, right? Like, hey, I can flirt with the rules and whatever and do whatever the fuck I want. It doesn't matter how smaller streamers are gonna face fucking repercussions for anything. It's almost like these streamers just openly don't even realize what the actual argument at hand is. It's like they don't realize that the argument is copyright infringement and not whether or not their fellow streamer should be allowed to do it too. Like, they just love making fucking excuses for this whole thing when realistically it's a very simple topic to grasp, right? Like, I feel like you could be in elementary school and you can understand why this is happening. But you're telling me these 27-year-old multimillionaire streamers who have all these business ventures can't fucking figure it out? So at this point, man, they're just kind of asking for it, right? They're just asking for a massive fucking issue, a massive drama. And I think that, you know, not for all of them, but for some of them, they really want this. They don't want it because they want the TV meta to end or whatever. They want it that way when they get fucking banned or whenever they face repercussions for this shit, they can go and cry about it to their audience, right? They can be like, oh guys, well, we got banned because, well, I know I'm not allowed, but I watched half the SpongeBob series on stream yesterday and they banned me for 5 days. Even though a guy with 30 followers probably would have a permanent ban for something like this, you know, I don't understand why Twitch comes down on me for this, man. Why do they come target me for this? I really feel like that's what it is, right? Like, they just want a fucking pity drama that they can hand themselves. And it's getting embarrassing because either that's what they're going for and it's for clout and attention, or they just simply don't actually understand the fucking argument at hand. Either way, it's embarrassing and something needs to be done, but I don't think what's being done is what these streamers are gonna like, man. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about the quote-unquote TV meta, and signing out. Psych, motherfuckers, we got plenty more. Actually, this literally just came across my attention literally while I was recording the end of this video here, but we have one more example I really want to get into. Because it's fucking hilarious to me, man. Like, the delusion that some of these streamers genuinely face is just fucking mind-boggling to me, man. So, got banned for watching Forged in Fire on stream. I have COVID and don't feel well enough to entertain. Twitch does absolutely nothing for sick days or time off. I have a $4,000 vet bill to pay when I pick River up. I'm so upset right now, I just want to cry in a ball. Alright, first and foremost, this whole tweet fucking sucks, okay? Yeah, of course you got banned for watching Forged in Fire on stream. That's what happens when you stream copyrighted material. Congratulations, welcome to the real world. You have to face fucking repercussions for what you did. I know that sucks, but let's get back into the real world here. But the delusion continue. You have COVID and don't feel well enough to entertain. Okay, that's understandable. I will go ahead and add here, I've had COVID symptoms for about 3 weeks straight now, and I've missed one day the entire time that I've had COVID symptoms. So, you know, I feel like if you can't do your job of being a Twitch streamer with COVID, then take fucking time off. Oh, wait, that's addressed in the next sentence here. Twitch does nothing for sick days or time off. That's because they're not actually your fucking employer. You are considered basically like a freelance contractor when you sign up for like Twitch affiliate or even for like YouTube monetization. Even though I have a partner manager at YouTube and shit, they don't give me money for sick time or sick days, and I wouldn't expect them to. I'm not a legitimate employee of Google, okay? Just as if you're not a legitimate employee of Amazon and Twitch. Yeah, and I'm sorry to hear that you have the $4,000 vet bill. I understand, you know, I have 2 cats of my own. I understand vet bills, man. It sucks. I get that. But it's nobody's responsibility but your own to make sure that you have money to pay your fucking vet bills. I've never once used, like, oh, I've got vet bills or, like, taxes or anything, really, as an excuse to like, fucking complain and cry about it on Twitter, right? If you need help getting that money, then find a way. I mean, there's millions of ways to fucking get money, right? Like, go to the bank and get a loan. If you don't have credit, fucking open a Patreon up, right? Have your fucking supporters come and donate money to you so you can pay your vet bill. Better yet, do what anyone sensible does when they make fucking extra money, you know, make enough money to pay their bills and they get a little more, save your fucking money. There's literally almost no expense in my life that I actually have to worry about because I save my fucking money. I can always afford to do my taxes. If my animals both got sick and needed to go to the vet, I could have them fucking put in the vet for months if I needed to. Because I save my money. I don't know what this person's point about this whole thing is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand what you're trying to fucking say. No one's responsible for your problems but yourself. You know, it's not Twitch's fault you got fucking COVID. It's not YouTube's fault that I probably have COVID. I have a positive and negative test. I haven't been able to find a fucking test ever since then. I guess there's some sort of shortage or something going on. If you're not entertaining enough to get on stream, then don't get on stream. It's that simple, bro. Like, if I felt so bad from my COVID symptoms that, like, I couldn't make videos as I did one day, I just wouldn't make videos. That's the fucking normal and rational point, right? Like, that's the thing you do. Anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus. Well, I don't even know what to say anymore, man. And signing out.